Hello, this is Aziza with Self Love Diaries. How y'all doing today? How y'all been? Okay, so this is a place I tell you all the time that I talk about self love, I talk about social events, I talk about things that I feel like may possibly one day affect us. So today is a self situation, okay? I have never been one to be able to remember my dreams when I wake up from dream state. Like, I just cannot. Now, the only times I've ever been where I can remember my dreams when I wake up is when I've been pregnant. Any other time is a no. So recently, I've been trying to challenge myself to try to remember something, if anything at all. But for the last year or so, all I can get is songs. When I wake up and it seems like I am at the club in my dreams or something. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, there was at one point I was waking up with all kinds of random songs, okay? But just lately, just recently, I think maybe 2 days ago, I woke up and I heard Tower of Babel. So I thought about a bunch of different things, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got a war going on. It's a lot going on. So I could have like broke that down in a lot of different ways. But the more I sat on it, I just really didn't want to get on here and say the wrong thing. So after I sat on it for a while, I looked it up and I remembered the story, but I wanted to be clear about what I was thinking, or, you know, I just wanted some type of sign or something, right? So I looked it up, and it talked about how the people of Babylon, you know, of course, they made this grand tower to the sky, and well, to the heavens, should I say? And their egos made them think that they could build something so grand that they could get to the heavens without God, right? And I got to thinking about that. And I got to thinking about society today and how everybody, you know, has this very grand ego, and, you know, everybody kind of, anyway. So the more I thought about that situation, I thought about rag to riches stories, building yourself from the ground. And metaphorically, that would be a tower, right? And because I grew up in the hood, I loved all of these stories about how people figured out an angle, whether it was basketball, whether it was music, football, whether they were a nurse or they became a doctor, somebody became a lawyer, but their climb up. Oprah Winfrey had a good story. I hear that it may be falsified in some areas. I'm not judging. I don't know. And I didn't look that deeply into her background. I heard Tyler Perry's story. It was a really good rags to riches story. David Banner has a great rags to riches story. I mean, there's just so many. Even Jada. Will. We can throw a lot of people in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think mainly a lot of black people, more so than any other race. But don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say that the people who came over here in boats and swam on the rafts, and like it's been some stories out here, and I'm not minimizing theirs, okay? But I'm focusing on the ones that I grew up with, okay? But metaphorically speaking, all of these people have built themselves up brick by brick, got themselves out of the hood. But a lot of times they forgot about the hood in a way. There was no humanitarian give back like there used to be at one point. Everybody wants to separate themselves so much from that reality. And I think that, me personally, I think that going back to the places that you grew up keeps you grounded mentally and emotionally, because when you fly away from the nest too far, sometimes you forget where you come from, and you make a lot of choices and decisions with people that you meet that really aren't good for you, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of these people have gone on into these careers and have done some really devilish things with their money, with their towers, and their grandiose attitudes, and looking down on the next person, and I'm up here now and you guys are still down there. You can take a picture with me, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, some fans are really crazy and they will try to rip you apart, snatch off all your clothes in the middle of the street. Like, I get it, but there have been a lot of people that have become like, get this air, and you can see it, like they just transform into a completely different person. And I have always been very observant, even when it comes to celebrities. I know there's a lot of people that be around me that either love how much I know or can't stand how much I know. But over the years, I've been observing. I can't help my brain. It just picks up on everything. And it will take that information and store it. And it put it in compartments. Like, oh, put that in a wheel box. Oh, put that in a Samuel Jackson box. Oh, put that in the government box. Oh, okay, that's Republican, not Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how my brain works. So as I watch these people over the years, I have heard whispers of them doing some really vile things. Some I believed, some I didn't, some I wasn't sure. But the towers are falling. There's going to be a lot more celebrities, the big ones, the ones who have really built themselves up. We're about to hear a lot of shocking things that's gonna make you be like, they did what? There's gonna be a lot of cancelings. We might as well make some room with R. Kelly, because he ain't the only person that got them a plush room. I'm telling you, the towers are about to start crashing down. And I've been feeling like this for a minute. I haven't said anything, and I've been feeling like this. I wanted to say for 3 years. But now you just watch. And God said in the Bible, I say the Bible. Look, don't get me started, okay? But anyway, the Bible says that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Now, how he's gonna pull this off, I don't know. And I'm not saying I want to be be first or none of that. Like that's just ego talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna be first this time. You know, whatever God got planned, that's his plans. But these towers, y'all might as well get y'all popcorn, because it's about to be ugly good. Get you some tea and all that, because it's about to be ugly good. And everybody that y'all sitting back arguing about on the internet, and they innocence, and how much y'all love, one by one, it's gonna get ugly. So, get your seats. It's fall. Get your blankets out. I don't know how long it's going to take for everybody's stuff to unravel. You see Puff is coming out. You see all of these people starting to come out. All of these things. And it's going to get worse.